Okay, this is how to upload a landing page part 2, and just a few points that we want to make. Occasionally, on depending on the type of website that has been built, some websites are a little bit more complex than others, and occasionally there's going to be some issues with one of the plugins that we use, and I just want to share with you what plugin that we use to change the font size, the color of the font, and the type of font. And we use a plugin called Ultimate Tiny MCE, but occasionally there are going to be some issues with using this particular font, particularly based on the complexity of the website. So occasionally that does happen. Now, let's go ahead and go into our previous article that we had uploaded before, and what we're going to do is we're going to add an image, a picture, and so we're going to see how to do that. So how we add an image is we're going to click on Add Media, and what it's going to do, it's going to bring up this dialog box, and what we're going to do is we're going to click on Upload Files, and we're going to wait for the box to pop up, and wherever you have saved your images, you want to click on that. In this instance, I save images on the pictures file, and I have found a particular image that I want to use, and we're going to go ahead and place that image in the file. So as soon as I find that image, and here's the image that I've selected, so go ahead and click on Open. Now it's going to go ahead and embed that image in the file, and then what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the right hand side. You want to make sure that the size of the image is correct, and you typically have 3 different options: thumbnail, medium, full size. We're going to use medium in this instance. We want the image to align to the left, and as you can see, you can do left, center, right. And so we're going to go ahead and click on Insert into Post, and that's going to insert this particular image into the post. Now let's go ahead and update to take a look to see what that image looks like, and we're going to preview the changes. Okay, now at this point, from a visual standpoint, we're going to try to determine if this image is the way that we want it to be. So in other words, is the image too big? Is it too small? So in this instance, actually the image looks pretty good. So I'm not certain that I would normally make any changes to this, but let's go ahead and make one change for illustration purposes. So we're going to go back to the Edit Post. Now this is how you can change the size of images. So you're going to simply, this is one way. There's another way that I'll show you as well. You can simply make an adjustment right here, and then you're going to hit the Update button. Now in some instances, the image is not going to change in size. So let's take a peek, see if this changes. Okay, it did change a little bit. So let's go back and change it just slightly more. We're going to hit the Update button, take a peek. Okay, so for this instance, let's go ahead and leave the image the way it is. So we'll hit Update one more time, make sure we've captured that. Okay, now I'm going to share with you the second way to resize images. Now occasionally, and again, this has to do with the coding of the website. Sometimes because of complexities of certain types of codes that are incorporated with a website, it can cause coding trouble when you're doing certain things. So let's go ahead and delete this image. So you simply click on the image and you click on this little red icon right here. It removes the image. We'll go ahead and update, and so the image will no longer be on the web page. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, let's go ahead and go back to Add Media. we're going to click on upload files one more time. Okay. And occasionally you have some slowness, which our website is experiencing some slowness right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. And as soon as I paused it, it decided to work. So I clicked on select files again. And so let's go ahead and find our image one more time. And I'm going to show you how to make some minor sizing changes on the image. So there's two ways to resize the images, and depending on the code that's on the website will dictate which way you need to do it. Okay, so let's go find that image again. There it is. So click open. Okay. Now what we're going to do, instead of clicking insert into post, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click right here, edit image. And this is the second way that you can edit your images. And you're going to scale the image. So you're going to click here. And this is where you're going to change the size of your image. So let's say that we wanted this image to be smaller. So let's say that we want it to be, let's say 200 by 300. So let's go ahead and change that. And what happens is when you change this right here, it'll automatically change this sizing right here. So you go ahead and now you can see that this has been changed. So we're going to hit update. And now this image has been changed on your website. So now we're going to go back into the, let's hit update one more time. And we're going to go back into our post. Whoops. And stand by for 1 second. Okay, so what we're going to do to add that particular image, you're going to go ahead and click on edit. And what we did is when we made that scaling change on that image, it did in fact save the image in our file. So what we have to do is click right exactly where we want to place that image, place our cursor there, click on add media, and there is the image that we just made. So you click right there, and then you're going to go ahead and insert into, and you'll notice there's the scaling. Insert into the post, hit update, preview the change, and there's your image that's been resized. So the two ways to make your changes on your images are to manually resize it, which of course is the easiest way, but in some instances it's not going to work. So you're going to need to go into the editor. So once again, add media. You're going to upload a file. You're going to find your image, whatever that image may be. So let's say it's this one. Then you're going to hit the edit image. And then you're going to click on scale image. You're going to embed the scaled image that you want to use. Then you're going to click scale. Then you're going to click update. You're going to go back into the post, and then what you're going to do is add the image as you normally would. So let's go into this one. This probably already has an image. It does. So you'd add the post, click on add media. So let's pretend we're adding a second image. And then there you'll find your scaled image, and use that image right there. And that's how you embed. That's how you embed images. The two ways that you embed images in your landing pages. So you have to play around with it. Sometimes it doesn't adjust quite right. This particular website is a really clean website. There's not a whole lot of moving parts on this website. So some particular websites are a lot more complex. So this one it's a very basic website. So, but some websites are very complex, and the back-end coding can interfere with the plugins, and so you just have to make adjustments and changes to get it just right. So that is how you upload a video, and if you have any questions about any of these videos, you should call 513-662-7000.